We are back at Manchester United, where after 13 games in season 4 in the Premier League, we are sitting 6 points clear of Arsenal. Of course, the reigning champions we are in the Premier League. Only lost one game all season long so far, and only conceded 7. We are right now in the month of December, where we are playing one Champions League game away to Young Boys. I'm going to show you the Champions League table as well, where we are sitting in second place. Same points than first place Milan. Otherwise, we are facing Wolves, Leeds, Everton in the Premier League, as well as West Ham, Crystal Palace and Aston Villa at home on the 27th. We are in between all of those games, also facing Newcastle in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup at home at Old Trafford. Meanwhile, Jamie Bino Gittens is not able to play for 7 more weeks, which is a bit of a shame. He will be out for 2 more months. Wolves are in 6th place actually, so that's why I'm going with my strongest starting 11 at Molineux Stadium on the 1st of December. Here's Gomez for Wolves. Rodrigo Gomez. Good save by Costa. Still not over, but now it is. This is Nuno Mendes. Mendes going forward. Now into Garnacho. This is Alejandro Garnacho. Back into Nuno Mendes. Good save, keeper. Wolves on the counter through Marcel Sabitzer playing for Wolves. That's a bit of a surprise, I'm not gonna lie. Now Rodrigo Gomez gets on the ball, plays it out to Tomiyasu, he's also at Wolves, and a good catch by Costa. Here is Alejandro Garnacho going inside, still Alejandro Garnacho, what a save by the keeper. Out of nowhere a ball into Rasmus Højlund, another save by Aguirre Zabala. This is a big chance for Højlund, who can't find Takefusa Kubo. Kubo shooting, again a save. And now we get awarded a penalty kick. I'm going to take it with Højlund because Bellingham has missed quite a few in the last few episodes. Højlund doesn't miss. 70 minutes in, we take the lead. And that's the game done and dusted. Last action of the game was the penalty. We get the 3 points. With a bit of a rotational side, a very rotational side actually, at home against Leeds United. Fati at left midfield. Bellingham is the only one starting from the first team. Want to see what this second team is about. Also probably going to use them more often in the upcoming weeks and months. Now Vermeeren, Arthur Vermeeren, saved by the keeper. Here's Mainu looking for the long ball into Xerxes, who gets it, turns away from the defender. Ampadu cannot hold up to Xerxes. It's 1-0 Man United on the counter, 22nd minute. Okay guys, I'm shook because Leeds United have got Endrick, who goes through here as well. Up against Seaman, he chips him and makes it 1-1. I'm more shook that Endrick is at this club than actually the equalizer. Leeds continue with the pressure. This is Ramazani, goes past Livramento and a good shot. Good save by Seaman. As Garnacho looks for Xerxes. Xerxes looks to go past the defender from the outside of the box with a shot, but it gets saved. Ahmad taking a corner from the right side this time. It's better. Xerxes over the top. We've got one final chance probably. 86th minute. It is a free kick for Jude Bellingham. I'm looking to curl it somehow into that top corner. I'm not sure if this is actually going to work. We're gonna give it enough power, but it goes over. Garnacho is bursting through here, through the snow of Old Trafford. Garnacho still looking for Xerxes. He doesn't find him. And that's the game done and dusted. That was the chance. Our second draw only of this season. Now though, with the first team, away at Young Boys. We have to score a few here. Already the 45th minute, nothing happened so far as Kubo looks to send Højlund away, but they are sitting so deep, Young Boys. Maybe now on a counter we can open them up. Garnacho looking for Højlund, who can get through past Kamara. This is Højlund, 1-0. Finally we carve Young Boys open in the 67th minute. However, here come Young Boys through Conte up against Martinez, who does brilliantly well. Now what an opportunity we've got through Højlund. Somewhere this defender appears from nowhere, but that doesn't matter as Højlund puts in a brace, he puts in the shift and has the finishing boots on. We are 2-0 up and win this game. Exactly what I said, win by a few goals. 2 is enough. 2-0, away win against Young Boys. putting us firmly in contention for a top 8 finish. We're actually 5 points clear of Bayern, so a top 8 finish is basically nailed down already. Away at Everton, I'm going to go with the strongest team apart from Mainu, who goes into the CDM spot. Ahmad also on the left midfield spot. I'm going to give him a go on that position. Let's see what he's all about with his left foot. Xerxes up top, and all the others are from the main team. This is Jude Bellingham, now looking for Xerxes, who can't get away from the defender, still holding up the ball quite nicely into Ahmad's stride. This is Amad Diallo! That's what he can do on that left side. Maybe we should play him there more often. This is Irok Bunam up against Mendes. Plays the ball through to Beto, who can get away from our defenders. This is Beto up against Kostan, scores 1-1. Beto 48 minutes in. Here's Zamato. Look at those defenders in that line. Here's Xerxes. Still, we can carve them open through Joshua Xerxes. We take a lead once again in the 54th minute. As now Beto gets a chance to run at Inacio. Foul by Inacio, but no yellow card, nothing. Absolutely nothing. 10 goals in 9 games, by the way, by Xerxes. This is a free kick by Ghana, no problem. For our keeper. Another ball towards Beto, who is up again against Inacio, making a mistake, but this time Costa with a vital save. Would be brilliant if we were to make it 3-1 here. As Kubo looks to send Xerxes through. Xerxes 3-1. The game is done and dusted. Xerxes puts a dagger into Everton's hearts. 3-1 away win. Good win away from home. I've mostly given a go to the second teamers in the Carabao Cup. That's exactly what I'm doing here as well. Zeman in goal, Wheatley up top gets a start. Fatih once again on the left midfield spot, and Bellingham in cam. What an opportunity on the counter for Ethan Wheatley, 75 rated, not the fastest, but still, with a lot of composure, puts us ahead. That's why I'm playing Ethan Wheatley. The youngster from the youth scores the first goal of this game. Another opportunity maybe for Ethan Wheatley. Wheatley gets fouled in the penalty box, and that's a penalty. Wheatley not only scores a goal, but he also takes a penalty. And I'm actually going to give that to Ethan Wheatley himself. Could be a stupid choice, but still, I'm going for it. Ethan Wheatley, 2-0. That is why I've given him the penalty. Praised by our youngster. What a story. This is Almiron still playing for Newcastle in this save. Oh my, now Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen plays into Barnes, and Seaman with a brilliant save. Corner kick Newcastle. Chalanolu, of course, playing for them, is a very good set piece taker, and he shows it here as well. And we get another penalty in the 79th minute, and you guys know what I'm going to do. Wheatley deserves the hat-trick. Even though it's a brace of penalties, I'm still going for it, and he scores again. 3-0, all 3 goals by Ethan Wheatley. To be fair, 2 of them have been penalties. Here's Garnacho. Oh, he's taking the mig out of the defender, but the goalkeeper makes a save. Here's Ben White, plays it back into Almiron. Almiron for Evan Nielsen. They get one back, but it's not going to change a lot. As that's the game done and dusted. 3-1, comfortable home win against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, moving to the semi-finals, where all the big dogs are still lurking. Liverpool have defeated Luton Town, Bournemouth have defeated Sheffield, and Man City win away at Aston Villa. We have, though, for once been given kind of a good draw away at Bournemouth. I'm going to take that. Liverpool and Man City have to face off in the other semi-final. Next up at Old Trafford with the first team, our strongest starting 11. Here's Kudus for West Ham. This is Mohamed Kudus past Mendes. Plays in the ball, but good intervention by Martinez. Here's Garnacho, has only got Højlund in support. Can he find him though? Yes, and Højlund with an exquisite turn away from the defender. Can he now take on the keeper? That's a red card and a penalty, at least a penalty. It is clear as Rasmus Højlund himself is going to try and bury that into the top corner, top left corner, 1-0. Deservedly so. Now a chance for Højlund to go up against a lot of defenders, but that doesn't stop Højlund in any way as he puts it in. 2-0, what a run by Højlund with the ball, what a finish as well. 2-0, 75 minutes in. Now we can bag a hat-trick in the 79th minute. Another penalty. We've scored 4 penalties in the last 2 games. And yes, it is indeed 4 games. 4 penalties in 2 games, shall I say. That's it. With a 100% conversion rate on penalties. We continue. We march on. I have decided to switch out 3 of the 4 starters of the back line, the back 4. Euro, Kerkez and Livramento come in. Just Martinez stays in. Put Ahmad on the right midfield. Otherwise, all the first teamers. Let's see what we can do away at Selhurst Park, as Edouard already puts Crystal Palace nearly 1-0 ahead. Absolutely nothing happening so far. Maybe here, Amad Diallo. What a chance. Long ball in direction of Hoyland. Plays it off to Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, nice. No, it's actually Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves. What a save. Here's Amad Diallo. Amad going all the way. Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo puts it wide. Here's Ruben Neves. Can he look out for Rasmus Hoyland? Hoyland, he plays in a clever pass in behind the defense. This is Rasmus Hoyland. Gives us the lead. Important lead late on in the 81st minute. The game's still not over though, as the Crystal Palace go forward through Franca, but Euro steps in. That's it, 1-0 win by the tightest of margins. We win at Selhurst Park. We are the 1-0 champs this season. Some would say boring football. I say effective. As next up, the last game of the month of December, the last game of the year, effectively, is at home against Aston Villa. Aston Villa already on the attack through Madueke. They've also got the likes of Sancho, but here it's a penalty. Martinez concedes a penalty with a clumsy challenge on the striker. This is Marcos Leonardo up against Costa scores the penalty. 18 minutes in, Aston Villa take the lead. Now we've got some space here. Kubo looking for Hoyland. Cannot put the ball. I can't speak English now. He can't put the ball past the keeper. Maybe now a fantastic long ball into Rasmus Hoyland. He cannot miss from there. 1-1. We equalize in important fashion. Here is Garnacho looking for the through ball into Hoyland. 2-1. Just after the break. His 16th goal in 13 games. Hoyland is just a machine. Kubo looking for Hoyland, who is offside though. It's not 3-1. Hoyland doesn't get a goal here. A dangerous long ball into the path of Leonardo. Tielemans looking for the out ball into Sancho. Jadon Sancho. Another penalty for Aston Villa. I cannot believe it. Sancho gets a penalty. Inacio concedes it. It is Marcos Leonardo with a chance to make it 2-2, and he does. 2-2, 2 penalty goals for Villa. And that's the game. We have been punished here. We've gotten a lot of penalties lately. I feel like that is equaling things out. We lose 2 points. Even though I'm disappointed we didn't get the win, I still think we've had a wonderful month of December. Only 2 times we've lost points, actually both of them draws, to Aston Villa and Leeds. Otherwise, 1, 2, 3, 4 wins in the league, and also a win in both the Champions League as well as the Carabao Cup. Let's have a look at the table, where we are 8 points clear of Arsenal, 8 points clear of Manchester City, and 10 ahead of Liverpool. What a race that could be for second, but we should be saving first if we continue like that. The third round of the FA Cup, we're also facing Newcastle United, but this time we'd have to go to St James's Park. That's in January, in the next month. In the Carabao, we are facing, as we've seen before, Bournemouth. And then let's have a look, not at the pre-season tournament, not at the UEFA Super Cup, but at the Champions League, where, of course, we are 2 points clear of Milan and Man City. Already as good as nailed down in the top 8. Only need like a couple more points in the last 2 matches. But that is for the next episode. Now I'm saying, until then, have a good time.